Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Porter Says podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. Uh, just for a bit of context, I'm actually filming directly after just filming another episode of this thing. So I just felt like doing it. I decided to change shirts. Just for a minute, probably just ruin the illusion, but who cares? You know what? I want to film in advance. I'm rocking this Escape Pod merch right now, as you can see, and I don't know if you can see the back or not, but there is, the logo just enlarged on there. Shout out to those guys, the Escape Pod podcast. Andrew and Alex, Hat Guy and Morphello, shout out. They're probably not watching this, but I felt like doing that. You know what I mean? Okay, so two episodes back, probably be three after this one, because again I've just filmed another one like 15 minutes ago probably. I did my top 10 favorite horror movies of all time, and that was obviously very positive for the most part. Now it's the complete opposite. I'm doing my least favorite horror films of all time, and I had to go through the list and really think, and I only got 8. I did kind of realize in my favorite horror films video that I should have probably rewatched some of them or watched bits and pieces to get an idea, but honest to God, I don't think I could rewatch any of these. But yeah, I just kind of want to get straight into it already. Like, I don't want to talk about these pieces of crap for too long. So we'll go from 8 to 1, and yeah. So at number 8, I have Truth or Dare. I think I watched this about 4 or 5 years ago, and I obviously haven't gone back to it since, but I've seen bits and pieces of it. What a train wreck of a movie. I mean, it's like kind of a cool concept, but then it's just, you cannot take these stupid ass derpy faces of these people and they say, do you want to play a game or play Truth or Dare? Or whatever the hell they say. It's a terrible movie. Everybody in the cast does a bad job, and most of them are good actors, like, but I don't know what the hell happened. I believe Lucy Hale is like the main star of this movie, and I like her, but yikes, she picks some bad films, man. I hate Truth or Dare with all my heart. Keep in mind, it's as I go up. I hate pretty much all these movies, so it's... At number 7, I have Slender Man from 2018. I believe both of these came out in 2018. Jesus Christ, what a time for horror, eh? Slender Man was a movie that was like 10 years too late, maybe 5-10 years too late. Like, Slender Man is a cool character. He's kind of creepy. He's like this tall ass lanky guy in a suit, but the movie is just cliche after cliche. It's terribly directed. The acting is it's awful. Joey King, I don't mind Joey King so much, but I swear she's in everything. And it's like, I'm never compelled by her, from a performance from her, like, at all. The movie's not scary. It looks stupid. Like, there's a lot of shaky cam in it. Like, it's lit horribly. Like, visually, it looks terrible. You cannot see what's going on, so... Okay, now at number 6, this is a movie I don't think anybody has heard of, and for good frickin' reason. Gnome Alone. Let me pitch. Oh god. Gnome Alone is essentially just about an evil gnome. Played by Vern Troyer. Yeah, mini-me. Look, I love Vern Troyer. I was a massive fan of his. May he rest in peace, sir. I don't know what the hell you were doing, but this movie is terrible. I've seen it twice. I don't know why I watched it a second time. I don't even know why I was even desperate to watch it. I saw the trailer. I'm like, that looks like a cool concept, but it's bad. It's a movie that is just like I don't even know what the budget of this movie was. It was probably like $10 frickin'. It was nothing. Vern Troyer is probably the best part of the movie because he's Vern Troyer and he was just such a charming guy. But like, the kills are stupid. Every single character is not interesting in the slightest. ugh, don't ever watch it. I don't even know why I decided to do this because I'm just going to be negative the entire time. And I don't know how many episodes there are of this podcast where I'm being full on negative, but you're getting a full on negative episode with this one. Now we're getting into the top five. I don't even want to say top five. Halloween Resurrection. Do I even have to say anything? Halloween Resurrection. Just it destroys how the ending of Halloween H2O because of how good that ending is, in my opinion. Basically probably the best version of Laurie versus Michael in terms of the final confrontation between the two of them, where Laurie just is like, no, I'm done, and chops his head off. And it's like, that's the end of the franchise. Michael Myers is gone. He is dead forever. That head is stupid. Halloween Resurrection decides to make it, oh, Michael Myers killed some random ambulance guy, swapped his outfit, and that's who Jamie Lee Curtis, that's the head that she chopped off. And she's killed within the first 5 minutes of the movie. And then it just becomes this really shitty early 2000s teen horror film, essentially, with a bunch of nobodies, and you have Busta Rhymes karate chopping Michael Myers and saying all this stupid crap, and it was a first time watch for me in 2022. I pretty much binged every single Halloween movie besides Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie because I just have zero interest in that movie. Halloween Resurrection is one of the worst. It's so bad. As bad as some of the other ones are, this is the bottom of the barrel. It is dumb. At number 4, I have Annabelle 1. Annabelle 1, this was terrible. I don't know why they decided to make a spin-off about a freaking doll, because I don't know why so many people are really, truly terrified of Annabelle, because it's a doll. You can just kick it or something. I watched this on a night where I was with friends. We decided to have a little Halloween horror movie binge. We watched 3. And we watched Annabelle 1. And I was at the end of it, I'm thinking to myself, this is why I don't care about horror. This is bad. And then we watched Scream, the next one. I'm like, horror movies can be good. And then I don't remember what the other one was, but I was like, that was bad too. So, but yeah, no, Annabelle 1, there's one really effective scene that takes place in a basement, but that is about it. At number 3, I have Wish Upon, another Joey King movie. Look, woman, can you pick a good freaking movie? Wish Upon is just, it's about this chick who finds this music box or something and starts making wishes, but they go horribly wrong. That's it. There's nothing else to it. There's so many scenes from what I remember in this movie that's just exposition, where they're just going on and on and on. It's I don't care. Show me some cool stuff, and there's nothing. Wish Upon. It essentially, I remember watching a review of Chris Stuckman, and he essentially explains the plot, and it's they took it from a Goosebumps plot, because there is a Goosebumps book that essentially is the same story. And Goosebumps, to my knowledge, I haven't actually read that book, did it better. Oh god, so yeah, what now we got number 1 and 2. So number 2, Friend Request. These last two, I really dislike all these movies, but these last two in particular, I just, with a burning passion. Friend Request. I remember watching this back in high school, and I was like, what is the point of watching movies anymore if they're going to be this bad? It's the typical story about, the somewhat popular girl, our main lead and stuff like that. She decides to befriend this outcast girl. She's a bit of an odd-looking girl, and she has no friends, blah, blah, blah. Everyone kind of, picks on her, and she decides, all right, I'm going to be friends with you for a bit. We're going to hang out. Then this chick just becomes obsessed with our main lead and just will not leave her alone, to the point where she is humiliated enough to, take her own life, essentially. And she starts haunting people through their Facebook profiles. Need I say more? Need I say more? I think this is the most, like, energetic and somewhat, this is a weird phrase, animated I think I've ever been. But it's because, like, I can't. And at number 1, I have Leprechaun Origins, which was, like, the 7th movie in this franchise. There are 8. Possibly there might be a 9th movie coming of Leprechaun. And I'm like, okay. No, Leprechaun Origins, it essentially tried to kind of reboot this franchise in a way. You know, with a name like Origins, you feel it's going to tell the origin story of how this leprechaun came to be and what his first killings were. No, it's not. It's just some weird cliche monster movie where you barely see him, and when you do see him, he looks... It's not even a leprechaun. They just slapped the name Leprechaun on there to probably just try and get some money out of it. To be fair, none of the Leprechaun movies are really that good, but I really enjoy the first Leprechaun from 1993 with Warwick Davis, and I enjoy Leprechaun Returns, which was like essentially the Halloween 2018 version of Leprechaun. It ignores everything but the first movie and takes place after that. But Leprechaun Origins, it's terrible. It's terribly directed. The acting's bad. There's some kind of cool kills, but the CGI blood looks awful, and the ending is so whatever. I haven't seen it since 2018, and I have not felt the urge to go back. It truly is horrendous. I hope to God I never have to talk about those movies again. Yeah, they're awful. All of them are bad. Oh. Now, I don't... yeah. Even talking about them just then, I was like, I felt really angry. So... Okay, not really angry, but just, like, annoyed, per se. But yeah, that's gonna do it. It's gonna wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this one as well. Like, it's on the very negative side. It was kind of fun to talk shit about these movies because they are all of them. It's not like... I mean, they get progressively worse, even though they start off as just... the worst. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that and my ranting and all that type of stuff. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.